and welcome to The Hungry Vegan. Today is day 3 of my juice fast, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that's not actually that pretty, and it's a subject we don't generally discuss that often. Should we discuss it more often? Not really sure. However, I have been asked plenty of questions surrounding this subject over the last few days. Pooing. So what is pooing? Well, pooing is basically the leftover excretions that come out of our body after our food has been digested. But the main question that people want to know is, do you poo on a juice feast? Yes, you do. I've been pooing up to 2 or 3 times a day. It's not really something you like to go around discussing. However, I've personally been asked these questions from work colleagues, friends, family. So I thought maybe other people want to know the answers. You do. The next question I was asked is, are your poos liquid? Surprisingly, they're not. They come out quite solid. Occasionally you might do it's a weird thing. It goes like an explosion's coming out, and I often wonder when that happens. I think there's something that's been stuck there trying to get out. Who knows? But that sometimes is the case. The other question that I've been asked is, what colour are your poos? Now, generally they're just a normal brown poo colour, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing weird. However, if you drinking a lot of beetroot juice, expect your poo may be a little bit red. Don't go into panic mode and say, oh my goodness, my poo's red. It's the beetroot. It may have green tinge to it if you've been having a lot of greens. So, depending on what you've been eating, it might have that colorisation to that. The last question I was asked today, which I actually found quite humorous. I volunteer with disabled people, and we took them to Clipsal today. And one of the guys, he said he's got brain damage, and he sometimes loses track of what he says. He says to me, I'd like to eat your poo. I think it would taste good. And I said, oh, that's a bit gross. And one of the rec officers said, well, you never know. She eats all these fruits and vegetables. You never know what it would taste like. So I'm not really up to have a taste test, but that was the weirdest comments that I've had. Now, if you are not pooing whilst you are juicing, there's a problem. And the reason we need to poo is because that's how we detox. Our detoxification will come from out of our poo, out of our urine, out of our mucus. So we need to be pooing to get that detox waste out. So if we're not pooing, the juice fast isn't working. And it's the anti-detoxification, so to speak. There's nothing worse than having backed up gunk in your trunk. So if that's the case, I suggest looking at other measures, perhaps an enema or something like that. So pooing is very important. You do poo, there's not a panic, and I know that I will probably have solid poos throughout the next couple of days because I've been on long-term juice fasting, and that has been the case also. Well, this concludes my poo video, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of my juice fast. See you then.